So, Drakehall then. So I thought the grass was greener on the other side, so I put in a transfer from HMP Newhall in West Yorkshire to HMP Drakehall in Stafford, and it took me about 3.5 hours to get there on that sweatbox. Worst journey ever. So when I arrived, there was no barbed wire on top of the gates, because obviously this was a semi-open jail. But I was like, who are all these people? It was only all the lesbians waiting for the fresh meat off the buzz. So first, I got put on Richmond House, which is an induction house, and it was next door to another induction house. So you were allowed out all the time, you were allowed out in anyone's cell all the time, you could go to anyone else's house all the time, and basically they just used to call you on the tannoy if they needed you to go to OMU, which is the offender managing unit, to visit, or to the dinner hall. They used to call you like by house. So after I did the induction house for 2 weeks, I got put on to Bristol. But I didn't really like Bristol because the officer's office was on there, and there's this paedophile on there. Do you know the Ian Watkins story? She was one of the people that gave up her kids for him to rape and abuse. So I wasn't very happy about that. And it was shared showers and toilets, and I didn't like the thought of sharing the same shower or toilet as a basically paedophile. But then after throwing my dummy out the pram, I got moved to another house. So all the houses were named after like towns in England. So you had like Ipswich, Margate, Norwich. I worked in waste management. So at first it was a bit like Workshop 5. So I had to sit there, and basically we had CDs. So you'd put a CD in the box, the case in a box, and then the cover in a box. And I did that for about 2 months, which was, it really did my head in, that did. But then I got to then start using the trolley, and I used to go around all the houses collecting everybody's bin bags and rubbish, taking them back and sorting through them. So on this one you didn't eat on your house as such, like you'd get called by your house, obviously as I said before, to the dining hall. Massive dining hall. Obviously it's really overwhelming when you first go in there and everyone's just staring at you in the queue because obviously you're fresh meat. But yeah, never had any issues. But I was quite happy with the people that were in there, because there were more people that looked like me and not just girls who looked like lads or homeless people. So it was good to actually talk to normal girls with normal backgrounds too. So like I said, you could go to anyone's houses when you wanted to, basically mix with anyone when you wanted to. Apart from, you just locked on your house at 9 o'clock. But you could sit in someone else's cell all night if you really wanted to, or ring your friends and family all night if you really wanted to. Everyone here had a girlfriend, and yes, before anyone asks, yeah, I did have a girlfriend. I had a couple actually. It was actually quite funny. All the girls used to get into fights over me, like, it was so funny. I'm bisexual anyway, so nothing new. The weekends here were so long, because obviously you were out all the time. But you could go to like the gym whenever you wanted to, and like play gym fitness DVDs and stuff like that. But that got a bit tedious and boring in the end. Obviously the summer was great because you just got to sit outside all day and chill. You'd have your visits on the weekend, so they'd just call you on the tannoy if you had a visit. So after waste management, after me moaning, I got put in hairdressing again, and here you got to wear like a tunic, and it actually looked like a hair salon, so I felt like I was actually at work. But this is really good, so obviously I was qualified by the end of it, so when I got out, I got a job in a hair salon. I was gutted I never got to the open houses, because there was girls that were on the open houses, so they used to go into the local village to work, and then they just come back on the night time just to sleep. So, but yeah, I'd say this job was the worst of them all for bitchiness and fighting, because obviously we were out all the time, nothing else to do. Everyone basically had a girlfriend, so everyone was constantly switching, swapping, changing and arguing. It was mad, to be fair, but it was good. We used to also have parties on the weekends, so each of us would buy stuff on canteen, and then we'd all go in the social room blasting the tunes. Like, it was good. It was good. I did get in a couple of fights here, but it was bound to happen. Everyone just was arguing over girls. It was just funny. It was just ridiculous. And as soon as you get out, it's just like back to reality. It's just mental. It's just like living in a different world. If anyone's got any questions to ask me about my time in jail, feel free. So I've been in HMP Newhall, HMP Drakehall, HMP Eastwood Park and Rainsbrook Secure Centre. Stay tuned to find out what I actually did to go to jail.